We are the Borg. We are one. We are the Borg. We are the Borg. We are one. We are one.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Thomas back again with another rendition of Truth Be Told. Now, this past week, again, really didn't see anything major in the news. However, just here recently, they announced that Tucker Carlson will no longer be with Fox News. Whether they fired him or he decided to leave. Tucker will probably create his own show. It was a big mistake. A lot of people are speculating it has something to do with the whole Dominion trial and the Democrats throwing a fit about Fox News and AOC demanding that fucking Tucker Carlson be removed, blah, 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 when it's her that needs to be removed. But anyways, that's the big announcement I saw here recently. What I want to talk to you about this week, we're going to start off with the Mandalorian, or what this season became was the Whammalorian. This season, season 3, was just god awful. It's like they chopped off Jon Favreau's balls and told him to fucking piss off. Kennedy with their fucking woke feminist crap. We gotta have, more feminist fucking shows, blah blah blah, where the female's the hero and the lead, which in reality that's not true. It never really happens. Once in a blue moon, it's always a man who's a hero, and he's the one who's the leader, because that's the way men genetically are born, or to be leaders. Women are followers. That's just reality. That's the way nature intended it. It's worked for thousands of fucking years. So this feminist crap is just all based on a lie. It's a cult. An evil one. The most evil one we've ever had. And it's all been going down the past, couple of 100 years or so. But anyways, I'm not going to get on to feminism. It just irritates the piss out of me, because everything about it is fucking wrong. No matter how much proof you show to their face, these fucking feminists just fucking will not fucking adhere to the facts. But anyways, yeah, the Mandalorian now is the Whammalorian. That episode with Lizzo and Jack Black, oh my god. Nobody likes Lizzo. Nobody likes Lizzo. She's a dumb, retarded woman. But anyways, they pretty much cut Mando's balls. It fucking gave everything to fucking, Dave Filoni's fucking retarded character, Bo-Katan. They're doing a lot of shit for Dave Filoni, and he's a piece of shit garbage writer. He's not really into Star Wars. He just does whatever. He's Kennedy's bitch, is what he is. And people need to wake up and realize that. Have you ever seen the board meeting for Star Wars? It's all women. There's not one guy on that board. It's all fucking women. Feminist. But anyways, they decided to fucking the Mandalorians are now Bo-Katan's the leader of the fucking Mandalorians, which is retarded. It's supposed to be Mando, because that's the whole point of the Mandalorian. It's man, not women. Lorian. But anyways, Golf, whatever the fuck his name, Moff Gideon, or whatever the fuck his name is, fucking that retard. Like he's going to create clones and inject them with the Force. I was like, get the fuck out of here. You're so fucking dumb. Whoever wrote this shit fucking, they need their head examined. They're fucking idiots. They can't write worth the shit. Whoever wrote this season. It wasn't Jon Favreau. He was out. And then, at the end, they destroy the black saber. And Mando goes back to bounty hunting with Goku. Or Guru, or whatever the fuck his dumbass name is. And that's the end. Retarded. Don't even bother wasting your time. Star Wars is dead. Alright, moving on. The next thing is Season 3 of Picard. After the first 2 diabolical trash seasons, they decide to bring in this other guy to write and direct, Terry, whatever the fuck his name is. And he tries his best to win over the true Star Trek fans by doing all these memorabilities and shit, by bringing the old cast back. But come on, Brent Spinner's fucking old as fuck. And he looks it. Data has to look young. You tell me you couldn't do a little CGI with him? His face? Get the fuck out of here. It's so dumb. And then, Minna Citrus and Gates McFadden, they were good looking women back in the day, but now they just... you can definitely tell the age is caught up to him. And what the fuck? Dr. Beverly Crusher has red hair. What's the fuck with the black and white streak in the... It's dumb. It's so dumb. Anyways. And I can't stand the black chick that plays Rafi. That character sucks ass so bad. We didn't need her in the series. And then, on top of that, he ends the series, which everybody knew was coming, was they were going to do the whole Borg thing again. Picard has a son. Woo! Couldn't figure that one out. They've tried that shit before. But anyway, we're going to do the Borg thing, and then we're going to have, like the Queen that they never truly destroyed, sat down on fucking, Jupiter, and hid in the clouds, and sucked her people dry to stay alive, and she's practically dying. She calls Jack, and Jack shows up, so she can turn on the Federation, because we've got changelings that now can fucking infiltrate the, Starfleet, blah, blah, blah. It was just, the story was kind of lame. It really was. We didn't need to see Bo Raren again. Her character, Bo Raren, or whatever the fuck her name is, I never cared for the character anyway. We didn't need to see her again, but they had to show her again. It's like, whoa, oh God, whatever. And then, at the very end, they make 7 of 9 the fucking captain of the Titan, which they changed the name to Enterprise. It doesn't even look like the fucking Enterprise. Not even the slightest bit. The Titan looks nothing like the Enterprise. But whatever. And, you know, she doesn't really need to be the captain. I prefer her character as the rogue. You know, the rogue archaeologist type. That was a perfect role for her character. Not a Star Trek captain. Fuck off. That's so dumb. And then, of course, you get the cameo appearance after the credit scene of Q telling fucking Jack Crusher that Picard's trial is over. It's now his trial. But it was supposed to be a trial for humanity, not Picard. Duh. But now he's switched from fucking Picard to Jack Crusher's son. And that's the end. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But anyways, they've already announced Michelle Yeoh, or Yeo, or whatever, however you want to pronounce her name, is going to do a movie about Section 31 that she's a part of. Which I don't know why. It's dumb. Nobody cares about Discovery or any of Kurtzman or JJ's fucking bullshit track. Whatever. They're going right back to the dumb shit. But anyways, Picard, it was okay. But like I said, they put in a bunch of crap that didn't need to be in there. And they couldn't make something up new. It all had to be old ass shit, memory berries and nostalgia. And of course I knew it wasn't going to last when I saw it. And then I saw the, you know, the Star Trek movie they're going to do with Michelle Yeoh. And I was just like, see, told you. Not going to last. They're going right back to the trash. Anyways, that's that. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about was you know, they did a show called fucking Outlast. I don't know if any of you's heard of this, where they're in Alaska and they gotta survive. They pick like 4 fucking teams. Nobody knows anybody supposedly when they first start. They gotta pick 4 teams to go find a campsite in these 4 sections of this huge landmass in Alaska, and then they gotta try to survive without, you know, just the, you know, the camping gear that they're given. There's like teams of 4 or 5, I think. But no one adheres to the actual rules or the game. Blah, blah. Everybody opts out. They have an option to use a flare gun to opt out, and they practically almost all of them do this. There's one team that's led by this fucking woman who's a fucking cunt, who practically gets people killed a couple of times. She wants to attack the other camps instead of fucking, you know, playing the game the way it's supposed to be played and trying to survive. She's all like, fuck that shit, let's attack the other camps and make everybody fucking go home by taking their shit and stealing it and trying to kill them. And that's what they do. But in the end, she didn't win, she failed, and this other team defeated her, and that was the end of the game. It was dumb. There's only 1 season of it. It's called Outlast again, Alaska survival thing. It's fuck that shit. If I'm gonna survive someone, even though I hate the show Survivor, can't stand it. It's retarded. It's stab each other in the fucking back and fuck everybody over type game, and I can't stand that kind of shit. I hate Survivor. Never have liked it. I'd rather play a game like that where I'm on a beach or a tropical island. Fuck that Alaska cold shit. Fuck you. You're not gonna get me to do that shit. Anyways, that's all I have for you. Let's get on to your B-movie reviews. right, Movieholics. This week is Action Week. And I'm still on the kick of doing, the 80s Kung Fu flicks. Because there's a lot of them I've never seen. And I was given a big list of Kung Fu flicks from the 80s to check out that supposedly are really good. I don't know about all that. Culture differences. I like some Kung Fu flicks, but then others I'm just like, what the fuck? Because they're kind of weird. Some of the Asian stuff's kind of weird to me. That's because they mix everything together, like comedy, action, horror. They do that shit all the time. They mix all the genres together. Anyways, this first set group is a trilogy. Now, there's actually about 7 of these movies, but most people don't count the others. They just count the first 3 as the main trilogy. Then the rest of them are just kind of like offshoots. They're called the Lucky Stars series. You won't even know that these are all part of a series anyway, because they're not titled Lucky Stars. They're all titled something different. They may have stars in the name, but other than that, they're usually titled something different. This is a series of movies created by Sammo Hung, and he's done a lot of Hong Kong movies. He's best friends with Jackie Chan. So naturally, Jackie Chan is usually in a lot of his movies. He knows a lot of other martial artists too that star in his movies. So the first one is called Winners and Sinners. And before I begin, understand that even though Jackie Chan is in these movies, he's not the main star. Sammo Hung is the main star. And these 4 other guys, that's called the 5. Jackie Chan is usually only in them for a few minutes in all 3 of the movies. I'll get to the 3rd one next round of Action Week. Just concentrating on the first 2 this week. The first one is called Winners and Sinners. Of course, it has Sammo Hung, who's the main star, and then Jackie Chan's in it for just a few minutes. And then you have Cherry Chung as the lead actress. Now, there's 4 other guys in this movie as well, and they're in the trilogy. But Sammo Hung's the main star. Anyways, these guys, they're just, criminals. Different types of criminals. They all get caught. They all become friends at the very beginning of the movie. They're all in prison. They all get out. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do. And they figure out that they're going to do this cleaning business called the 5 Lucky Star Incorporated or some shit like that. One of the guys, his sister, played by Cherry, or Sherry or whatever, however you want to pronounce it, she's part of the team. She becomes a part of the team. And she kind of likes Sammo Hung. and they kind of get together throughout the movie. They run across a triad who's trying to do, two gangs of the triad, who's trying to steal some counterfeit plates and make counterfeit money. And they get caught up in the middle of that, and through most of the movie, there's really not hardly any action whatsoever. You don't see really any action till the very end of the movie. They have this big old fight scene in this warehouse, and that's pretty much all the action in the movie. The rest of the movie, they don't do anything. They just, it's like, it's supposed to be like a comedy action, but it's mainly comedy. It's not, there's hardly any action in this movie. Now, like I said, you hardly ever see Jackie Chan. He has bits and pieces throughout the movie for like, 30 seconds or so of him getting in trouble by his boss, who you later find out is part of the Five. But anyways, they don't know it. And then at the end, Jackie Chan don't even really show up till the very, very end again. He kind of half-ass helps him out, but not much. Mainly it's Sammo Hung that does most of the fighting. The others do a little bit, but not much. Anyways, they got the two gangs together to fight. They kind of pitted them against each other at the end. And all the cops showed up and busted everybody. And that's, at the very end, Sammo Hung proposes to his friend's sister, and Jackie Chan kind of does the same thing to his girlfriend. But like I say, you don't know much about Jackie Chan's character. He's only in there for a few minutes. Most of it's all Sammo Hung. And that's the end of the movie. Now, the next movie, the sequel, the second one, is called My Lucky Stars. The first one was done in 1983. No box office numbers. And then this one was done in 1985. Again, no box office numbers. Of course, Jackie and Sammo is in it. And this time you got Sybil Hu and Michiko Nishiwaki. I hope I pronounced that right. It's Japanese. She's a Japanese bodybuilder, fighter, martial arts fighter. She won several contests. So she was real popular in the 80s. Everybody overseas in Asia wanted her in their movies. She's a really good looking woman for a Japanese woman too. But anyways, in the sequel, which pretty much has nothing to do with the first one, honestly, except for it has Jackie and Sammo in it. At the beginning of the movie, Sammo is in prison, and Jackie is chasing some bad guys. At the very beginning, you see a little bit of action for about 5 minutes with Jackie, which his character is called Muscles. He's a cop in this one as well. But apparently, him and Sammo was buddies when they were kids or some shit. Sammo stuck with the con artist life, criminal, and Jackie became a cop. Anyways, Jackie also eventually turned him in and is the one who got him caught. Because he was like an undercover cop. Anyways, Sammo's with his buddies in prison, the same 4 guys. He gets out. They later get out after him. Jackie asked for Which, if you look on IMDb, the names are completely different. The character names are completely different than what they are in the movie. Like, they call them, on IMDb, they call them like Kid something. I can't remember. But in the movie, he's called Teapot. One's called Greaser, but on IMDb, they call him something else. You know what I'm saying? It's different. But you can hear what they're called in the movie. Anyways, Jackie asks for Samo and the others to come over to help him, which they eventually do. They come over and they help him. Now we're dealing with the Yakuza instead of the Triad. In this one, I can't remember exactly what they were doing. They were doing some illegal activity and they were there to capture him. One of them was a murderer. They also captured Jackie's partner. That's why he called for help. So they sent them over there to Japan. Again, it's more comedy than action. And it's very little comedy, or very little action, and mostly comedy. Like, most of the movie, there's hardly anything going on. It's not till the very end that they get in a big fight scene. So it's kind of dull. Like, their comedy is weird. It's not really funny. I didn't find most of it funny at all. Maybe a couple bits and pieces were funny. But for the most part, it wasn't funny.
We are the Borg.
They, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's kind of strange. A different type of humor. More like goofy, off the wall, over the top, silly, goofy humor. And it's just, it don't come off as funny. It comes off kind of retarded. Anyways, towards the end, you get like this 10-minute action scene. It's a really good action scene. It really is. The two girls fight it out, and then the one girl, she nearly gets her ass kicked by the Japanese chick who's a bad guy. And then Sammo Young hits her one time in the face and knocks her out. And it was over. I'm like, what the fuck? And again, Sammo, he's doing most of the fighting. Again, Jackie shows up at the very end and they release his partner at the very end. For about like a minute, you see Jackie and his partner fighting. But most of it's all Sammo Hung. But the action's pretty cool at the very end. The rest of it just... it's not that these movies were bad. They were just... They were okay. They're watchable, but it just wasn't like the greatest of Kung Fu flicks. Like I said, he pretty much sticks to the comedy more than he does the action. You just get a little bit of action at the very end of the movies. I give them thumbs up, thumbs down for Kung Fu flicks. Because like I said, it was more comedy than action. But they were okay. They weren't bad. Like I said, next week I'll get to the third one. If you really like Kung Fu flicks, check them out if you want. I like Sammo Hung. Regardless, he's done a lot of good fucking movies. Regardless of that. Anyways, check him out if you want. That's all I have for you this week. If you have any thoughts about what I talked about earlier in the video, please leave your thoughts down in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. If you have any suggestions of underrated movies or something you think I may never have seen that you think I might like and review, B-movies, cult classics, underrated movies, please leave your suggestions down in the comment section down below, and I'll get to reviewing them as soon as I can. So until next time, I told you be told the truth, and you just been told.